This video is about Pyotr Tchaikovsky's Serenade for strings. I'll explain the most important things about the work and the composer. Pyotr Tchaikovsky was born in Russia in 1840 and was one of the most famous composers of his time. He showed a great interest in music from an early age. He studied at the St. Petersburg Conservatory and later began to compose his own pieces. His works are now known all over the world. He died in 1893. Tchaikovsky wrote the Serenade for strings in 1880. He wanted to express his admiration for Mozart. The composition was written in just a few weeks. It consists of 4 movements and shows Tchaikovsky's talent for melody and harmony. Today it is one of his most popular works. The first movement is entitled Pezzo in forma di sonatina. It begins with a majestic theme that is repeated several times. This is followed by a more lively section that is reminiscent of Mozart. The majestic theme returns at the end. This movement is like a small symphony. The second movement is a cheerful waltz. Tchaikovsky gives it an elegant and lively melody. The waltz is reminiscent of festive balls and dances. Despite its lightness, it is very artfully composed. The movement ends with a gentle fade-out. The elegy is the third movement of the Serenade. It has a slow and thoughtful character. Tchaikovsky uses melancholic melodies here that are reminiscent of a sad story. Nevertheless, it is beautiful and full of feeling. The elegy forms the emotional climax of the work. The fourth movement of the Serenade is the finale. It begins with a slow introduction before a lively Russian folk song is heard. This movement is powerful and energetic. There are many rhythmic changes and lively melodies. At the end, the theme from the first movement returns. The Serenade for strings is one of Tchaikovsky's most popular works. Many musicians and orchestras play it because of its beautiful melodies and varied character. It shows Tchaikovsky's love of 18th-century music. At the same time, it contains influences of Russian folk music. Pyotr Tchaikovsky had a strong influence on classical music. His works are rich in emotion and melody. Many composers after him were inspired by his music. He combined traditional and modern elements in a unique way. His music is an important part of classical music history. Tchaikovsky's music is still performed all over the world today. His Serenade for strings remains a popular piece for many orchestras. It reminds us of his great talent and love of music. Tchaikovsky left behind a musical legacy that inspires generations of musicians. His works will continue to inspire people in the future.